Why hello there, Salomdi here, and today I want to talk about ways to buff Juice that will make it fun and means that you can still kind of play individually as a lone wolf, but if you come up against a full team, you are screwed, because that's how Monday Night Combat should be if you ask me. Um, yeah, it's a team-oriented game, but that doesn't. Why did that guy stand there? I don't know. Anyway, in my opinion, Monday Night Combat is a team-oriented game, as in teams should always beat a group of randoms. However, when it's groups of randoms against other groups of randoms, one guy should be able to lone wolf it. Because well, basically, if you don't allow for that to at least some extent, the game becomes pretty boring to watch. I mean, take Brink for example. That game's really incredibly boring to watch because it's too team based, and you don't really get rewarded enough for lone wolf play. And by lone wolf play I mean like just padding your kill death ratio as much as you can, because if you think about it, that is generally what most people find fun. And well, there are a few things that have been tossed around, but the main idea is, by the way, if you want to see the entire discussions that were had about this, El Spyro posted it in posted her suggestions in the suggestions forum for the PC, and the first three ideas that I'm going to get are actually from there. And her first idea was to keep the damage that Juice puts up, but let Juice last a shorter amount of time. And the reasoning behind this was so that the player has less time to walk to another turret and only to take out one turret at a time to avoid wrecking whole bases, and it also slightly reduces the effect of Juice on the money ball. The reason behind well, I think it's a reasonable idea, but I don't enjoy it and think it would be very fun. Mainly due to the fact that you can really destroy turrets, and it's still very powerful against other players. Also, when the main problem that people have about Juice is that it's pretty much an instant win button in firefights. I mean, on the Xbox there are people who purely buy in Juice Chain simply for that, because it is literally an instant win gunfight button. The second kind of point that she had, or idea, was keep Juice damage and length, but after killing a turret while Juice, your Juice bar drops by some amount, giving you less time to attack other turrets. Now I can see where she's going from with this, and it really does prevent people from wrecking entire bases, but I'm not sure if it's like how easy it would be to implement. And she also says that it could be applied to the money ball, but to be honest, that isn't really a good idea in my opinion, because what people would do, well, the main people that damage the money ball are the assault and the assassin, and the support. The support doesn't have a very high rate of fire, and generally attacks the money ball with airstrikes as well as their shotgun, and so I'm not sure exactly how you do that. And the assault also uses his bomb, which does massive amounts of damage whilst attached. Only one or two hits. and his grenade launcher, which is quite a low rate of fire, but is very high damage output. So I don't know if that suggestion is really the way to go because of those things. And then her third suggestion was drop only juice defense powers, so that juices can be killed more easily. And in my opinion, this is the best way to go, because that way it's possible to kill people who juice, but their damage output is still high. So if you're coordinated, you with the team, you can still take out a juicer. And for a juice to be fully successful, you'll need, for example, a support overhealing the person who's going in for the juice. And that really encourages team play, but the supports doing so only really occurs when people are more educated about game. And another option that I've heard pushed around quite a lot, especially by Raw Messiah and a few other high level players, is return juice to how it was, but simply remove the instant heal. And I think that this is a good idea alongside the third Watchman, the El Spiro's third idea, due to the fact that the main gripe that people have with juice is that it's an instant win button in situations, and people use it as a crutch. As in, what they do is they will just rush in somewhere, and when they're about to die, pop juice, get full health again, and just win the gunfight, and proceed to get a few other kills along the way, which is kind of cheap, I guess. I don't do it because Assassin builds juice fast enough anyway, so don't need to juice chain. Also, I don't tend to live very long. Not gonna lie, I tend to take rather kamikaze style of play. It's rare that I get streaks. However, that by doing that, you would also encourage team play, because somebody can't just rush in by themselves. You're going to use that as a crutch even, not clutch. What am I saying? They have to be if they're going to juice rush, they have to do it with their team backing them up. Rather than just trying to destroy something, waiting until you're nearly on low health and then destroying it, finishing it off, or just doing exactly the same thing with people, because both of those, in my opinion, are really cheap. The other ideas that people have had whilst juicing is, one guy actually came up with a really creative idea and said, make the juice endorsement, rather than just giving you more juice when you start, which is kind of rubbish, make the juice endorsement affect your armor and damage output whilst juiced. And I also really like that idea. But the game's over. I really should stop talking now, so I will see you later.